Forgot to start a new YouTube recording. Don't worry, if you're watching this, we are on the way to get the Mantis Blade. We didn't get anything yet. But we didn't miss anything yet. Me traveling from here to here. You want me to restart the run? For some reason, tiny creatures that fight to the death. YouTube, you missed a lot of cool shit. Isn't this the one where there's like some hidden wall around here? This is the bullshit one, right? Yeah. I remember this. No horse ahead. Oh, I know what drops this. I know what drops this, and they suck. This is going to be pain. I fucking hate this place. Easily the worst. The worst dungeon in the entire game. We all remember this place. Oh, a mushroom. Nice, thank you. It's very buggy in co-op. Oh, wow. I think I either just gave up on this place or I just ran past a lot of the bullshit enemies. I get fucked. I know you can fall down here, right? Nope, not there. I don't know if anyone figured out why, but in Dark Souls 3, anytime the dog model is cold, they just turn them into guided missile. Sometimes a launch in the walls ahead of you. What? Also on that, and why sex is also related to religion. Is sex related to religion, or is sex so human that religion has no choice? Or I guess sex is just very inclined to make a comment on it because it is so human. You know, for me, I think it's hard to say that. I don't know. Yeah, sex is just like biological. I'm curious though, does every religion have some comment about sex? I'd be very curious to know that. I'm not sure if Buddhism or Shintoism. Is it called Shintoism? Ooh. This is where the shade is, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's a shade down in that corner. Yep. Brave Glumwort. Great mindset will regulate the basics, what you can do, what you can't, we can bang. Yeah, you are right, I can jump kill that thing. I don't know if I want. I need to see which one of these guys has the Mantis Blade. The shade is in the alcove at the same spot you drop down to ride the chariot. This is easily missed. It is likely a guaranteed drop on the first kill, then it may not drop again. No, it is... Wait, do I have it? There's no way I would have sold it, right? Hold on. That is not a one. Unless I'm killing the wrong one. Shade died of the chariot and left the item floating in the air. When I reloaded, it was gone. I might have missed it. I might have killed this thing and didn't get the... Uh-oh. The only way I can get this is if somebody drop trades it to me. Would anybody be willing to do that for me? If anybody has this blade. I had to kill 3 times before it dropped. Yeah, but it doesn't even say that they dropped Ghost Glovewort either, and I just got a Ghost Glovewort 7 from one of them. 1 per playthrough. Yeah, but this is my first time doing this on the playthrough. The shade is in the alcove, the same spot you drop down to ride the chariot. Okay, let me... Oh no, I just got it. Oh, I picked up the Ghost Glovewort. Oh, thank the Lord, okay. Holy scare. I thought I was gonna be fucked out of getting that. Okay, we got it. Next up is the Serpent God's Curved Sword. Can be found at Ruin-Strewn Precipice. Where's that? How do I get there? I could die. I mean, I don't have a lot of... Just kill me. No, I want to die so I don't have to do this whole place again. I can just run right out. I only have like 40,000 roots anyway. This was something like food. It's not today's culture. Maybe you think that. That's fair. Yeah, you're right. Casual intercourse is definitely something that is a privilege of our time. It should be right here, but I don't know if there's a... I don't know. People figured out menstrual cycle. I imagine that they figured out menstrual cycles the moment we started having them. There's a dragon around there here, isn't there? I really don't want to deal with that. How do I get up there? How do I get up here? Oh, maybe just around this other way. Wait. I'm gonna go here. Honey and crocodile dung was inserted into the vagina to block spermy boys. What? Also, if you're joining us for this Elden Ring playthrough, you came in at a very interesting time on the topic. Welcome. Welcome to Elden Ring. Was it down there? Don't fall. Okay. I gotta find. I'm gonna go around the other way. I think we have to go down. We found at Ruined Strewn Precipice after the first singing bat. Go up 2 ladders, then another one where the land octopi are. But is it underneath? What is the Ruined Strewn Precipice? An alternative way to the Altus. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know where it is. It's here. I know. I've been up there a couple times. Yeah, weren't condoms for a good while made of just intestines? What was it about promiscuity that was so frowned upon? I mean, was that primarily a Christian thing? And I mean promiscuity for women. Fuck you. Bug. Yeah, maybe we gotta back up. These are condoms, you have crocodile looking at your private parts, maybe reconsider what you're about to do. Then again, I think that we see condoms as so easy and convenient to have now, but perhaps to thwart off the risk of having a child, if you want to look at it that way, it was worth the effort at that point. And so you were less concerned with the work it took to accomplish it, if that makes sense. That's true, it was good to have children. Child mortalities were high. Dude, kids were dying. I mean, we are just money. We're money and power vessels. 99% of the time, the only reason politicians promise things to you is because it will get your vote, or money, or both. And because there's no easy way for you to really remove them from office once they're in there. It. True. Never thought of it that way. Lazy fangs. That moan has changed my view. There's some good smithing stones here. Well, that's kind of rude. Unable to acquire kukri. Okay, there should be something with like, let's see. Christ, that scared me. There should be something with land octopuses. And your gunshots. All those few frames where your eyes are like, it got me. I hate you as usual. Wow, you almost got... Spoke too soon. Trap. These are the... I know what this one. I think it is easy to be pregnant for 9 months for like short-term pleasure. I bet there are some people who like the pleasure of childbirth. It's at least one person. I'm just messing though. Back in the day, women didn't have many rights. What are you talking about, Lazy Fangs? They still don't. According to some people. You can find that person on YouTube, it's a whole thing. Okay, what am I looking for here? Can be found at ruin-strewn precipice after the first singing bat. Go up 2 ladders, then another one on the left. Okay, we need to find a singing bat. This is a meme. This one's gonna explode. I think. Yeah. It's like you were asking me for the YouTube links. No. Don't send me the YouTube links of somebody who's sexual fetish is giving birth. Please. I'll look it up myself at home later. Send YouTube links of deergasms. I feel like Trump would be really great on Twitch because he and Twitch both seem to make some of the memeiest, weirdest decisions. Like adding that deer girl to the Twitch Council of Safety or something. Imagine politicians had to stream for their paychecks. I actually think that a politician having like fireside politicians don't have fireside chats anymore. I miss fireside chats with like presidents. I'm in funded streaming platform. Oh. Killing my cousins. Ow. There's something on one of these platforms too, if you jumped over to them. No. Oop. Alright, let's read this thing again. After the first singing bat, go up 2 ladders, then another one on the left, and walk across where the land octopuses are. Okay. So, from the first singing bat, go up 2 ladders. This is the first one. I've gone up 1 ladder. I will now go up 2nd ladder. Not over there, is it? Japan to be they created universal synthetic blood. Really? Holy shit. Do they mention like if it's easy to produce, if it's cheap to produce? Because that could revolutionize how we save lives. That is wild. We also don't need to rely on blood donors. Hey, there it is. Serpent God's curved sword. Fuck yeah. Alright, what's the next one? O negative blood can be used in transfusions for any blood type. Yes. But if they created a synthetic universal blood, that's pretty wild. Possible drop from man-serpent enemies wielding orange glowing magma blade at volcano matter. Oh, the big salamanders. Okay. Let's go to Volcano Manor. Overall, the main problem with blood donation is lifetime. That's true. First, you need donors for that. Read an article. Still in clinical trials on bunnies. Lifetime of the blood, not the donor. Good point. Gonna get invaded here. Oh, I didn't need to come up here. Whatever. Thank you for that. I forgot what the way out into Volcano Manor is. Don't I have to talk to them, they give me a key.
We rarely risk fascinating. So, about the bow, if you have, rise with it.
Okay.
Your decision is now you below the drawing room. I am Tannin.
We could replicate Marrow to simulate blood creation and recycling. That would be wild. Not here, is it? I forget the way. Here it is. Snailies. Suck the yellow out of your pee and run it in reverse. What did you just say? What did you just type? How the fuck do you get into Volcano Manor? I completely forget. Down here? I know there's an enemy in here. Bloodhound claws. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here we go. I found it. And we need to go down to where the Salamanders are. And I could probably deal with getting a new... Does the Bloodskin, or Godskin Fatty Boy, does he drop a remembrance? I don't think so. No, this is not the glowing one. Not a glowing one. I'm pretty sure if we jump over there... Oh, I don't remember. There's a site of grace that is very close to these lizard boys. We'll find it. What's in here? Oh. Jesus. You not be an asshole? Bozo. There's something in here. I don't know what it is. Oh. Yeah, we had that already. I have all the talismans from the base game, so... He's not wielding the glowing one. Cannot open from this side. Your healing flask refills the bonfires? Yes. Yeah, for free. Remind me of Star Trek. How this series became progressively worse. Also Star Wars. Power of one. Power of two. Power of many. Spilled their coom? Yeah. Oh my god, I did. This is the jumping puzzle, isn't it? Or is that later? I think that's later. I hear about the recent entries or funny reviews. Same. No way in hell I'm watching those. I really need to put my lantern back on here. Where is it? My lantern. Oh, there it is. I have no idea what the fuck lower decks is. I only know what an upper decker is. He's dead! I can't do that. I can't cheat. He literally cheated death just to suck me off. It's an animated series for Star Trek? Oh. not going to rest here. I know I can go down. There's underneath the bridge. There's some bridge. Not this one. Maybe it's this one. That you can go under, and there are the magma lizards. Those are what we need to find. Did I fuck myself over? Thing is, this doesn't. I don't think this leads to where I want to be. That leads down to a worm, which we don't need to fight. This just leads up to the Godskin big boy. Which, I mean, I guess I could fight, but... Oh. Dying. I am dying. Ooh, maybe it's in the... okay, I think it's in the next section. That makes a lot more sense to me. Serpent's Amnion. We might have to defeat Rykard again, too, because I don't think I have both of whatever he drops from his ashes. Have you heard of any particular reason people complain about DS2? Isn't that the one that people say is the worst? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they said like DS2 is the worst game but has the best bosses. There's one of them that they say is generally considered the worst game but has the best bosses. And one of them is considered the best game but has the worst bosses. Yeah, okay, here it is. It's this bridge that will lead us to the light. This thing we just need to run by. There's likely no good reason people say it, but because quality-wise, it beats 1 and 3 easily, but lately I Google it from time to time. No reason except weird things like there are too many bosses, and they are too easy. I don't know. I never played Dark Souls 2 or 3. I tried playing 1, it was too clunky and I never played them. I tried Demon Souls and then it was too hard. This was way before I got into Souls-like games though. I will say that. Stone. Okay, so there's 3 of these guys. Oh no, this is the whip, isn't it? Almost died there. If there's a grace in here, I could just like turn around and fight them. But I don't know if there's a grace in here. In Souls before, they made every enemy comically large, which allowed the combat to be better against human. That's a really good point. The camera is the worst boss in Souls games, isn't it? I'm trying to think here. There's 2 of them here. It would be perfect to fight the 2 that are here, but there's no grace to easily access this. Unless there is. Really, the main complaints in DS2 was shit hitboxes. How did somebody get down there? The camera was just better. The whole series might not be thought of as very hard. An alternate universe. You know, you lose max HP until... Yeah, I didn't like the losing the whole humanity system, in my opinion. Oh, the grace is here, I think, when Rykard is dead. Or there's something that spawns there when Rykard dies. There's some item or talisman. Maybe it's DS3. DS3 is the one that has the... Oh. That has the best bosses, but the worst combat. I don't know. What do I know? Just a filthy Elden Ring enjoyer. Oh, okay. This is perfect. This is what I need. We grace here. We go up here, and we kill the 2 lava salamanders. And remember to kill that guy. Mechanic stone. But that one has the whip. Where's the other one? Out here? Oh yeah, he's right here. Okay. Okay, that works. Except I don't have the... Okay, we can bring it down. No. Here. I should send it back down when I get off it. I'm happy Elden Ring was way more casually approachable, but I don't think I'd be playing it ever again. It is very casually approachable. I really like Elden Ring. I think it's really fair, and there are ways that you can make it harder through self-impositions, but it's a very easy game. It's easy to break. And I enjoy it because of that. Thousands of hours in this series. That fire did a lot of damage. I think they did well in DS2 as the most weapons had different animations for backstabs. That's pretty cool. We'll prevent that. Mechanic stone. Other aspects like losing HP and death and bosses that rely heavily on ending the fight as soon as possible fucked you over. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the whole lose HP and death mechanic. I don't feel like that encourages me to get better. It just fucks me over for already fucking up. I also kind of felt similarly about the DLC Shadow of the Erdtree in Elden Ring, because I felt like many of the bosses were so aggressive that they didn't really enable you to learn their mechanics to get better. You just kind of went in there and died and have very little opportunity to watch and to pay attention. So dumb. Man's Serpent's Shield. That's new. I didn't have that. So 10 minutes of health never bothered me. I have too much experience. It's meant to guide players into multiplayer, but many players think it's a single player game. There's a lot of gatekeeping in the Souls communities. I really don't like the community of, oh, if you use insert blank, you are playing the game wrong. If you use ashes, if you use a bleed build, if you use magic, if you use a shield. you. One of the guys, MPs. If you played well enough, you're able to recover healing items. That's pretty cool. It was as good for you as it was for me. What is that in reference to? Lazai Fair Fangs. The dude sucking you off. It was not good for me. I think Neo is really good as well. I really like Neo, but I preferred Neo 1 over Neo 2. I think one of Neo's coolest things that it had were the stances. And how switching gear mid-battle in Souls games was never really something you did, but switching stances mid-battle in Neo is something you would often do for different phases. Do parry and dodge attack. I hate parrying. I fucking hate parrying. It's one of the reasons I can't play Lies of P is because it's such a parry-driven game. I cannot parry. I'm gonna kill that one first and then run down and kill the other one. It lets you use 2 weapons, I think, makes sense. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do make you... And they kind of encourage you to use 2 weapons, and each weapon has 3 stances. I played with the katana and dual katanas. I really liked that game, but there were some really bullshit bosses, if I remember correctly. I could also have just been really bad at the game, because that was kind of my first introduction to Souls-like games, was Neo. I remember there being some really nasty runbacks on Neo, though. Like, sometimes you had to run through entire levels again to get to the bosses. Yeah. No, it was a fun game. I really liked the enemy design and the boss designs. It was challenging, but it was really cool. For some reason though, Neo 2 I didn't enjoy as much. Black dumpling? Oh. Okay. Farming more armor, I suppose. I'm gonna be happy that I did that later. But I got some of these niche, low percentage drop items from weird enemies. Do we want to eat a claw for this? A pickled foul foot? Gee, what is the percentage chance for this to drop? %. We do have the shield, that was pretty lucky. It's a 1% drop, but we have 195 discovery. Yeah, you know what? I am gonna eat a foot for this one. We can always farm more of those things. Now that I know where to farm the feet, it's not too bad. Do 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 do. What about Castlevania Symphony of the Night? How do we feel about that as a collective? Few people play it, but most people like it. Yeah, I remember it fondly. It had a great soundtrack. I didn't mind the castle flipping upside down. I know it's a gimmick. I know largely there to pad out time. But I really enjoy the platforming that opens up because of it. And I guess if you're not really into like platforming, puzzle platforming stuff, that aspect of the game probably isn't as enjoyable. Interesting that they were not so worried about breaking the game by giving 1 in 1,000 players an OP weapon suddenly. What are you talking in Castlevania? That rings a bell. Wasn't there like some really low chance you get some god weapon? Yeah. Which one was it though? Because I think I saw a video on that. Wasn't it from that large wolf that you first kill before entering the castle? Maybe I'm wrong. And where you are, you can get varying levels. Yeah, I do enjoy that aspect of the game. You know, it makes it that. Sucky teriyaki. Shit, now I want Asian food. I would gladly suck any number of men off in order to get fried rice. I love fried rice. Ooh, Texan's gonna add from GTA 2. Whoops. Forgot to send it down. Why are these people dying? Like running out there just dying.
Curse you, Bale!
So good. I think that, you know, Egon's voice actor shows yet again the importance and worth of hiring stage actors to do voice acting. Because in order to do good stage acting, you have to mix that body language with your voice, and I think you end up with a much more... I think stage actors are better at naturally putting themselves in, like, the shoes of the character they're trying to play. That is a gigantic rage. Holy. I kind of wish it allowed you to keep that emote when you gigantify it. You know, this isn't that bad for 1% drop. There's worse stuff I could be farming. I hate when there's like an elevator involved though. Really don't like that. Volcanic stone. Not what I need. The most important thing is after this we will be able to do every single fashion setup in the game. I can wear whatever I want. But we'll continue to wear bull goat armor because it's the best. You know, collecting items in games, it's not about using those items, right? It's not about using them. It's about being able to use them. If you don't have the item, you can't do it. And if you have the item, you can do it. If you want. Spend 3 hours in character creator, wear helmet. I do hate when that is the case. I like when you have the ability to hide your helmet. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell that the character I'm playing right now is you're from Spy Family. Ugh. Damn it. These colossal swords are going to take us a while, aren't they? Curved swords, not colossal. Although there are colossal curved blades we have to do as well. I do have a feeling though that armor sets are going to be even more difficult because there's a lot of armor. Back again. Damn it. A short 3-minute drive became 1 hour. Sounds about right. This sword bizarrely named the washing pole again? Ooh, I almost fell down. This sword at the Nagakiba? Did that in Winter Dark Souls? Was it like a translation error or something? Damn you. Where's my sword? Oh, there was a crash. Was it an old Asian lady? It's a joke. Don't cancel me, chat, okay? Statistically speaking, though. You're pulling out all the stops today. I mean, women do get more crashes, just less severe crashes than men. Saki later became skilled in wielding a Nodachi. Used one he called Monoho's Jisao. Laundry drying pole. Damn. Men commit. Yeah, if we're gonna kill people with cars, you know, it's like we're just succeeding. Especially a concrete bus stop. Damn. Ended up on the hospital. Jesus. How the fuck do you do that? Texting while driving? Or very presumptuous. Alright, I'm using the power of feet. Feet will lead us to victory. Elden feet. Every damn time. That motherfucker. No magma sword for me. I don't know how discovery works. So I don't know if like having 200% or 200 discovery means you have double drop rate. In which case I have a 2% chance per kill to get it without using the feat. And I don't know what feat boost it to. 50, okay. I mean, it's not that much, to be honest. 50. How does discovery work? Discovery. Okay, so 0.8% drop chance at 1.4, 140 discovery. What is BD? What's the base drop? Oh, B is items base drop rate as a decimal. And then discovery. I see. So let's see here. The base drop rate is 1%, right? So with the feat, we have 2.45. 0.0245 divided by 1 minus B plus B times D. So 1 minus plus 0.0245. 1.0145. I have like a 2.5% drop rate. It's not great. It's a really weird formula too for it, where it could just be a multiplier on top of the drop rate, which essentially it is. Seems like an overly complex formula for very little of an effort or of an effect. If anyone needs a group jammer, should check out. I'm available at the time. That's a cool offer. Damn it, another shield. We're moving forward with that pain game as well. My friend finally got back from his vacation, and we set up the first level. Certain mathematician might be a very obvious formula to use, but it could also be an improvisation they just kept. It could be. I've done that before with some formulas. It might also be to make it more of a direct multiplier when drop chance is lower, discovery becomes more of a direct multiplier, but as drop chance increases, it has a bit less of an effect. Because I only tested it at 1% drop rate, which is on the lower end. And I don't know how that drop would look if we increase the base drop rate of the item. But essentially we have a 4% chance to get this every time we run, or roughly 4%. And, well, it is what it is. Do it 10,000 times and keep 3 spares, just in case I lose them. Just in case I might want to triple wield magma swords. For a pain game too, I suppose we would be open to bringing more people on that are motivated and kind of know what they're doing to some extent. Not that you have to be super experienced, but that it would help. Sword, oh sword. Magma sword. Prototypes when I was chat. Well, we would only be working on the prototype. Anything biz dev related would come if the prototype is fun and we want to take it in that direction. In which case, I'm fairly confident that if the prototype of the Pain spiritual successor is fun, getting 50, 100,000 bucks, no problem. We could pay people. Although I know that for some people, the amount we could pay probably wouldn't be the greatest. Depends where you live in the world, right? Just know, little man, I hate you. Every time I have to reset. Work for peace unless my employment status suddenly changed around November, so I might go back to Twitch streaming or something. What do you specialize in, military? Or are you wear any hat you need to kind of person? It's like we can't add 1 billion people to this Pain project if they're interested. But there are some individuals that we could definitely use. And some people, you know, only have part-time to work. Some people are very junior, so they would need a little bit of experienced guidance. I'm not saying you want to, but just if you were interested, the option is out there. And if we took it to a stage where we would want to release it, I could handle the biz dev part of that. It's a program in education, some digital marketing, self-taught in Blender, and music. That would be useful. We have one programmer, but super junior, and another programmer, but he has a full-time job, so he wouldn't be able to commit very much time. We don't have anyone for music. We don't have anybody for animations. But I feel for prototyping, we at the very least have 3D sorted out, level design certainly sorted out, design sorted out. Not that anybody couldn't assist with those things if they wanted to learn, right? But just that we have specialists from those fields. And we want to maximize kind of like learning and teamwork, teaching people how to use versioning control and production, and just take it at our own pace. And if something comes from it, great. If not, then we have something that we can show off in our portfolios. And we'll find something else to get some more education with. But hopefully this way, if there are people that want to kind of like get into professional dev, we can use this as a combined effort. 1% drop chance. You know, we could re-roll our character to specialize in some like arcane weapon. An arcane scaling melee weapon. That way we could boost our discovery even more. Maybe that's smart. The sounds he makes are great though. Nope. Next. We're gonna get a level up from this though. If it sounds interesting to you, Military, you can just hit me up on Discord. I can give you details. You can say no. No worries. Okay, almost absent. How you doing? You were almost absent from the stream. Ooh, God, I'm so fucking smart. Bet nobody's ever made that joke before. All day napping during remote job. Dude, you are winning. That joke I hear every single time I type something. Right. Look, they say women like big balls that hang down low, and that is why I go for low-hanging fruit. Oh, I'm grinding these lizards. They're not dropping the sword I need. It's a 1% chance. Roughly 2% though with the discovery boost we have. It sounds very enjoyable. It could, you know, it could be a worse enemy, right? I suppose that some of these are going to come easy and some are going to come hard. And I come hard. Says they're playing. That is the bot. I'm the one. I'm Maestro Sylvia. I'm the one streaming. Although, how the bot already has access to Golden Chronicles, I do not know. But he really loves to play it. I guess if you converted a weapon into magic damage, I suppose it would scale off of arcane, right? So you could theoretically get any weapon to scale off of arcane. Don't quote me on it. Once we get the sword, I'll check it out. I'm curious about that. Because we'll just then just move everything from Dex into Arcane and we'll maximize our item find. As best we can, at least. And if it works off of changing the item aspect to magic, I can just do it with this Nagakiba as well. Just duplicate the Ashes of War, change to magic, we're good to go. Ever been the cause of a version control disaster? Yes. Multiple times I have broken version control beyond repair. And nobody knows how I was able to do it. Multiple times. Like, how did you even get this? They had to like go into the admin control, fake some stuff, and delete. I don't know how I do it, but I seem to do it pretty commonly. Happens to most people. It seems to happen to me more than it happens to my friends. At worst, they have to deal with just some conflicts. I have legitimately broken source control past the point of no return to where I've had to completely reinstall workspaces. It's bad. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Today, I kind of want some McDonald's. Do I have permission to get McDonald's today? Or should I lose weight? I should lose weight. No alcohol today. That's what we'll do. I will cry myself to sleep like a grown man. And eat some yogurt. I never need a proper break. Been hard the last month. You and me both. I feel like if I had a child, I would drink less. But is it wrong to fight alcoholism by having a child? I mean, it's a gamble, right? Like, it could not work. I could have a child and then want to drink more. I hear people trying that and failing. It's also a thing people say, remove the reason to drink. The reason I drink is because I like doing it. I don't know, like, I don't drink when I'm depressed. Or, like, I do drink when I'm depressed, but I don't drink because I'm depressed. I drink when I'm stressed, but I don't drink because I'm stressed. I drink when I'm happy, but I don't drink because I'm happy. I drink because I have an addiction. I drink less, you won't be breastfeeding or anything. It's true. I just sit there swirling my wine. Yes, keep breastfeeding the child, wife. I shall watch. Oh, you're pregnant? Sucks to be you. Sips beer. Never drink during weeks before I got kids. Perfect boob. Yeah, I don't see the problem with this. I get to see my child get nourished and my wife's breasts. Where is, and get drunk. Where is the loss in this scenario? I fail to see how this is something that I shouldn't do. 3 favorite things in life, yeah. It's like, I don't get it. I could do it while playing a game as well. And then I have everything. And then in front of me, in front of my keyboard, I will have some cut up sausage and cheese and crackers. So you tell me where I have gone wrong in life. You guys got some weird kinks. It's not, okay, look, it's not like the... It's not a breastfeeding kink. That is not a necessary aspect to this. That is just where we took it. But boobs, beer, sausage, cheese, games, and baby. Okay, boobs, beers, and babies. My baby. Specifically my baby. How are these not the 3 B's of life? Ever get a baby, he ain't getting no breast. It's all mine. Shove off, kid. We can rock, paper, scissors for who gets left and who gets right. I feel like these topics come about because of what I'm farming. The less stimulating the farm, the more stimulating the chat. Would you rather have infinite bacon but no games, or no bacon and no games? Did you mistype that? Because I would rather have at least one of those things. You mean no bacon and infinite games? Maybe that was mistyped. He mistyped it to a known guy, so it's a meme. Oh, really? Yeah, I think I'll take bacon and no games over no bacon and no games. Thank you. We can do would you rather. Okay, somebody get some would you rather questions and type them in chat. That's what we'll do while we're farming this sword. And they can be like adult version ones too. I don't mind that. Bird leaf color. That's not very common. Oh no, it is pretty common. I have 149 of those. A lot of those sites that give you those would you rather questions though, they give you really boring ones. Like I want ones of would you rather have $1 million or never have to poop again? Or heard a good one, but I'm good at making statements to annoy specific persons. Hey, that's fair too. Poop can be enjoyable. Pooping can be enjoyable. You can also do things while you're pooping. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not like you do it that often either. But $1 million, you know, you can achieve a lot of your dreams or push them forward with $1 million. And I don't mind if I still have to poop. Like, I've gotten used to pooping. However, if you never have to poop again, you at least ensure you will never be constipated. You'll never have diarrhea. You won't ever have to search for some place to poop when you need to, like in public. You will save a lot of time that you wouldn't have to spend on the toilet. You know, this is, I guess, a little bit more of a win for men than it is women, because women will still have to sit down, right? $1 million, if you hate pooping, you potentially could hire some scientists to research never pooping technology. That was kind of rude. I don't know. I think I prefer the $1 million. If you ask me. Because I drink so much, I don't ever really have diarrhea anymore. Which is, I guess, one upside of alcoholism. My worst case is getting, you know, a little bit constipated, right? Because I need to drink more. But because of all the spicy food I eat, my body produces a lot of mucus. And that helps to lubricate the bottom parts. Which means even if I do get a little constipated, it usually doesn't have too much problem coming out. So, the trick to life is to drink a lot of alcohol and eat spicy food. And your bowel movements will be great. Never have to poop again, but you'll be a woman. It can't be that bad being a woman. You guys got some weird kinks. Almost half poops can be enjoyable though. There. If I was a woman, I would have free drinks for life. You know, that's a pretty cool thing. I like drinking. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I'd have to deal with a period 12 times a year. But only for... If I was the same age that I am now, I would only have to deal with it for like another 10 years, right? I don't feel like that would be the worst thing in the world. Sorry to derail, but I had a thought while going on. If you have a budget of 12 million, does that mean that you expect a return of at least that much? In Zloty, yes. Yeah. That determines your PPU and your expected number of sales lifetime. Although publishers will want to return that pretty quickly, of course, right? Maybe not within like a couple months, but within like the first year or two. PPU is price per unit. So I think we expected, I could pull it up, but I think we expected a lifetime sales of Colton Chronicles at 1.5 million with a PPU of $30? might have been 40. I don't remember. I think it was 30. No, I think I said 30. 30 is the highest I'd want to go with a game like that, although I wouldn't be upset pushing it to 40 as long as it really felt like a $40 game. Like really good voice acting, good animations, a lot of unique art. 40 with season pass. No season passes. 60 for 3 days early access. I'll give you early access to the main menu. I will give you delayed access. If you pay $60, you will get the game 3 days later. The access to these nuts. The POV season pass means you want to keep working on it for a long time or employ someone for it. Yeah, it implies that there is a life, like a live lifetime to the game, right? Which I am not against DLC for Colon Chronicles, but it has to be content, you know? Like new NPCs. The only problem I have with that is that I don't feel... I'd have to be very careful on how I convey this to the community, because in a lot of cases, new NPCs would not be addable to an existing game. Right? It would really be, this is something you need to start a new game with. And we'd have to adjust pacing of the game for that. Where is this sword? Holy shit. To add skibidi fragments into the game, make everything 3 times harder. True. I was thinking of some ways that we could increase replayability through some types of randomization. And also ways to do speedruns. Random NPC is a werewolf. Werewolves or shapeshifters could be cool NPCs. I still need to think about how we handle NPC timing. Like, do they just sit at your hut forever? Or will they only wait a certain amount of time before they leave? If you don't provide them with the potion. For me, it's the amount of time, but I don't know how much time. That's going to be up to balancing. Free DLC. Right now, I'm thinking of just making the player a, not werewolf milk, no. Guys, in your milking, your lactation fetishes. Okay, would you rather have 10. Okay, you can accept $10 million. 10 million United States buckaroos. But, and this is assuming you're a man, you are 5'2" and have a micro penis. Somebody convert that to metric for the Europeans. Sure, you just said it like, yeah, fuck it. Easy, take the money. Not like I'm using any of those things. I feel like that's kind of a bad question too, because if you're short and have a micro penis, there's still somebody out there that's gonna like that, right? Everybody's got a fetish. Somebody out there wants a short man with a micro penis. Just everything stays, but you get money, free win. Rip. So nothing changes for me. I have a higher chance to get a lady with 10 million. You're not wrong. And with a micro penis, 5'2" and 10 mil. I mean, for 10 mil too, you could also get a penis enlargement and a height enlargement. So, yeah, you could just. I guess it's a bad question because you could just pay to fix those things. Okay, you get $10 million, but once a week, you have to watch your mother in a gangbang. Fix what is not broken. Why not? Still 10 mil? Mom would be happy. For once in her life, Mom would be happy. Okay, but what about if you have to participate in that gangbang? Ten new friends, but a werewolf arbitrarily visits one of them every night. I don't mind if they visit the friend, though. It's not me. Be the camp. No, you have to engage in that. In the acts. No, you have to engage with your own mother in this case. Gangbang includes more ladies. It's just men and your mom, and you have to finish because of your mom in some way. You are obligated to finish, and she has to be the one that does it. For 10 mil. I would not. It's once a week. That's 52 times a year. There's no way I would do that. Are you from Alabama? Oddly enough, no, I'm not. If it were once a year, you know, I could get through that trauma. Always have something to talk about on the first date. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it was really nice to date you. By the way, are you busy on Friday? Because I have something that I'm obligated to do. get disowned and adopted by a younger girl, you cannot trade your mom for some unrelated MILF. It has to be your birth mother. First day, would you like to join me? Man, I need to go home, but I want to get this sword. Oop. Does it still have to continue after she's passed away? Okay, you get...
You've heard the terminology cyberspace,
Yeah.
the web,
Yeah.
hard drive, the internet.
Mhm.
Today we want to explore cybersex in cyberspace.
2xp_games just resubscribed for 1 month. Lazy_fangs gifted a tier 1 sub to 2xp_games.
Thank you for
They
the
have
gift
given
sub.
44 gift subs in the channel.
That's so true. Thank you for the gift sub, Lazy Fangs, 2XP Games. Cyber sex with your mom. I was gonna say, would you rather have you get $1 million. But for the next... For the next 5 years, every week, Joe Biden gets to touch you creepily and sniff you for 5 minutes. So you get $1 million right now, but Joe Biden has to touch you creepily and sniff you for a total of 5 minutes. So essentially 260 minutes of a year, which then for the next 5 years, so 1,300 minutes total. You will be manhandled and sniffed by Uncle Joe. Are you sure that Joe Biden is busy most weeks? Are you really sure that he himself is busy and not the people really running things? Ticklish. Damn, you guys just would take money for anything. I could say, would you, if I would give you I could give you $1, but you get shot by Tupac's ghost once a month, and you'd be like, yeah, I'll take the money. Replace Joe Biden with somebody Japanese. There's probably many books on this topic. Or for a life-changing amount of money. Okay, but let's say this. Where is the line? Like, how much money would you do it for 100,000? Like, where do we draw the line with this? Is it only enough money to buy a house and fully pay it off? Would you do it for a pizza? Enough money to buy a house, otherwise it's too annoying to deal with. I feel like you have to get something tangible out of it, right? Like I don't want to be halfway to a house before chat would do it for free. You can't lecture chat about doing things for free when I could give you, okay, you get, you know, non-consensually pounded in the butt by like the worst anime villains in history, and you would gladly do that for free if they were hot. You'd replace Biden with a werewolf, I do it for free too. Did you know, actually, you know, for the Polish people in chat, maybe you would find this interesting, Lazy Fangs. The same author that writes Tanya, Saga of Tanya the Evil, has written a manga about essentially MILF Polish Tanya. They're hot, then what's the problem? You'd be banging somebody that, well, you'd be getting banged by somebody. You don't know Tanya? Okay, so Tanya is a Japanese businessman who gets isekai'd into an alternate, like World War I, World War II-esque universe with also magic, into the body of a little girl dictator who commits war crimes. And it's not sexual in any way, I should say that, but it is just this little evil girl doing war crimes. He's more of a dictator's middle manager. That's fair, that's fair. Yeah. So the same guy that wrote that has also written a series about essentially a older woman version of that, but she's Polish. Like some Polish military woman. It's supposed to be Polish, but Japs can't even pick a proper Polish name. Tanya's Russian name, Tatiana. Although Tanya hates communists, she fucking despises communism. She would gladly murder every single communist on the world without blinking an eye. Which makes it pretty good to watch if you're Polish. Or from any country that was blessed with communism. What are you doing? I am farming for the magma sword, which is a 1% drop from these two guys. And I'm not getting it. Smegma sword, yes. Are you wearing the silver scarab and silver picklefoot? I'm not using the feet because it resets every time I have to travel to New Grace. But I am wearing the tear helmet and the scarab. Why should I even know she was supposed to be Polish? I didn't know she was supposed to be Polish. I didn't know that I forget the name of the army that she's a commander, a general of? Commander? Whatever rank? They use those faux European type maps. Yeah, they do. But it seems like the person who made it actually does know quite a bit about history. Because while they are fantastic, they're fantasy, it's pretty well made. There's actually a lot of world building in Tanya that I didn't expect from a show that I thought would just be a meme. There's actually a lot of politics to it. Probably because it's based on light novels and not manga. I'm not weeb enough to know what a light novel is. It's just basically like a small book. Like it's in between a book and a short story, I guess. You could essentially just consider them like novellas, I think would be the more accurate term. They seem to have pictures in them, but possibly not as many as a regular comic. Yeah, they're mostly just like novels. Manga is all done through panels, and light novels are more just like novels where there's sometimes a picture or two in there, but it's, you know, like maybe 10 of them. And light novels can be anywhere between, like, I guess, 200 to 300 pages on average. I know Apothecary Diaries is a light novel. Saga of Tanya the Evil is 86 is light novel. Oshoku Tensei was originally a web novel that was expanded into a canon light novel. Web novel is even lesser. Web novels are very simplistic. Although I guess they don't have to be, but they tend to be. I think there's a retro meme of reading web novels on flip phones. That sounds accurate. You from US? Yes, I am from Wisconsin. But I'm living in the land of Poles. With many pierogi and kurwa, vodka, Vader. I'm not stealing your jobs. I don't have a job. That's why you know so much about mention Poland. Our lovely kurwa land, yeah. Jazda z kurwami. Jeepka. Stara głupia kurwa. It's nice there. I was there last year on a small trip. It is. It's very safe. Pretty chill. It's nice to live in a country, comparative to the US, it's nice to live in a country that isn't a superpower. It's hard to say, but if you live in the US, not only does everything seem to involve you, everybody seems to hate you, but then at the same time everybody wants to move to your country. And your politics matter so much more even though they're complete ass. It's not that that Poland isn't strong, it's that you aren't a superpower. I would move back to the US, I just wouldn't move to a major city. Because the major cities suck. Terrible. I saw today even I Shall Speak visited US for getting famous. Is Speed not from the US? I don't really watch Speed, so I don't know where he's from. This is the World War II Museum in Gdańsk. Pretty strong experience. I don't know if I've been to the one in Gdańsk. What made you move out? Nothing bad. I just needed a change. And I was moving closer to my fiance. So seemed nice. Learning Polish would be my first choice, but moving out of Sweden is one of my priorities when I can afford it. I've heard mixed things about Sweden. I almost had a job opportunity open up in Sweden, in Stockholm. A lot of good game devs in Sweden. But I did hear that they tax alcohol pretty heavily in Sweden, so yeah, that wouldn't have gone great. It's post-decadence. Jesus. Norway sounds pretty cool, though. Committing crimes in Norway sounds pretty cool, too. Yes, come to Norway. You know, I grew up in Wisconsin, so Wisconsin has a lot of strong Norwegian influence. So I imagine there'd probably be some similarities to culture and stuff. I'm not gonna commit crimes if I go somewhere. In the end, why did you decide to stay in Poland instead of US? I was working here, so it's very easy to get game dev experience in Poland. Very easy. So the initial plan was to stay here for like 2 to 3 years, release a game, and then move out. A couple of things complicated that, like I switched jobs, and the salaries are shit, so you can't really afford to move back to the US. I do like it here. And then COVID happened too, so there's no way in hell I'm moving out. Or that. You girl stealer. Like, I actually really like Poland. There are some problems that I have with it, but it's not a bad country. I just don't like that it has such skilled individuals and the currency is worth shit compared to the euro. I really fucking hate it. I really don't think Poland deserves it, to be honest. I'm sorry, but if you said, okay, would you rather live in Krakow or like London? I was like, I'd rather live in the place that is a lot more safe, still cheaper, has a castle, and has great food. And for some reason, you make a lot less in Krakow than you do in London. I mean, you're right. The currency value does have good positives and negatives, right? I don't ask any LGBT community members about Poland, though. Well, I have family members who are part of the LGBT community, and they think everybody in Poland is just hates gays and will kill them on sight. And there's certainly discrimination that happens in some of the cities, especially around like the Bible Belt in Poland. But not in the major cities. I unironically see more people who are gay in Krakow than I have in like Chicago in the US. And Krakow is still safer than Chicago. I don't know. Maybe I see things differently, but at most you'll get weird looks. But if you can handle that, if you can stomach that, it's pretty damn safe here. Growing up, I always thought I'm gonna move out of Poland, but now I can't think of any other place as safe as I have here. Yeah. I mean, I moved to Poland 5 years ago from the US, roughly like 5 years ago. And, you know, I came from like a small town, right? It was really safe there. But I can't imagine moving to a city in the US, especially right now. Like drug problems and homeless problems are getting worse. Housing costs are ridiculous in major cities. If I moved back to the US, I would move to a smaller town. I have everything I need. Neighbors are nice, houses are huge, prices are cheaper, crime is better. England's been in turmoil as well, according to the opinions online. But I don't know how it affects the common man the way it does here. I don't know either. All I want to have is a decent-sized house for a family and live in a relatively quiet and safe area. Jesus. Not in Poland. Unfortunately, the price of a flat in Poland, where you don't even own the building, is sometimes more expensive than buying a very large house in the US, where you own the land and the house. It's really ridiculous. It is not bullshit. It is not bullshit. The prices of some flats here in Poland, like in Kraków, where I was living, 1.2 million zloty, easily. And again, you don't own the building, you just own that flat. That is 300,000 US dollars. And that was back before the price hike. 300,000 US dollars could at that time get you a very nice house with land. And that's in like a decent city in the US. Not a capital, not like Chicago or LA, but in a suburb of a nice city. But where are those apartments? And how big are those apartments? How many square meters? Two rooms. What if I told you that I could get you for 50 to 100K something that is at least twice that size in the US? Plywood and dreams. You find me a flat for sale costing 100,000 US dollars. That would be wild. 400,000 zloty? That's gotta be a pretty damn small town or a pretty damn small apartment. I'm starting to believe these stupid salamander, lizard, whatever the fucks don't drop the sword. But I only know they do because I've gotten the shield that they drop. $400K, you get a decent sized house here but out of town. You You guys need to show me what sites you're looking at. Wait, 2XP, you're in... You're not in Poland, right? You're in Norway. Who's in Norway? Who's the Norwegian here? Our houses aren't made out of paper, like in the US though. Oh, you're so 400k. Yeah, but this is 400k zloty, so this would be 100k US dollars, or about 80k euros. 65 meters square for 45k. Where? Around the place I live. Oh, okay. Well, see, you'd have to pay me more to live by you. Kidding. Just joke. Stones throw away from city center. Tri-City. Sopot, Gdańsk, and Gdynia, right? It is a nice area. The beaches are nice. Good fishing too. You take a boat out. Is it an unfinished apartment though? Like it may not be furnished, but is it completely unfinished? Like you have to paint, do the flooring, do the walls, set up electrical. Furnished apartment, 65 square meters in Tri-City for 45. So for 180,000 zloty to buy. Ain't no way. I got paid 215k euros for my house when I bought it 14 years ago. That's quite a bit for 14 years ago. Dude, there's... Like, I don't mind you proving me wrong, Lazy Fangs, but something seems really fucked up for 180,000 zloty for that. Like there's, I don't know, some unphotographed massive mold damage or something. Or 2 dead bodies in one of the rooms. I don't know, maybe it was Kraków then, because Kraków is just... At this point, I think Kraków is more expensive than Warsaw. But if you look at prices of buying apartments in Kraków, and I'm not talking about like city center, but just in one of the surrounding areas, they were literally over $1 million. Kraków was affordable back when I moved here. Like, it was expensive, but it was still... It was possible to live here on a decent salary. Rent an apartment, afford food. It wasn't great, but you could do it. And now they've just priced the locals out completely. Like 30 to 35 zloty for a fucking bowl of żurek. Really? Yes, 35 zloty for a bowl of żurek. Because it was during one of the you know, like the fairs they do in the old town, and it's because they just price it for tourists, and they used to price those to be at least decent for locals. Like back when I moved here, I would go to those fairs, I would buy the food there, and yeah, I'd be paying, you know, like 15 zloty for some potatoes and kielbasa. But it's like, I'm in Old Town, I have a nice view. It's passable, you know, it could work. Now, no. They're charging 20 zloty per 100 grams. for kielbasa during those festivals now. Yeah. In fact, it's cheaper for me to go to a restaurant on the square than it is for me to get street food on the square. And at least there I get a full meal and I get to sit down in, you know, at some place. By the reason the Spanish are so mad at tourism now. Food on the boulevard over here is also ridiculous. Folks cannot buy houses anymore. Yeah, I don't mind the tourism. I think it's really cool. And it creates a very multicultural hub. But I hate the idea of pricing the locals out of their own cities. Just because a bunch of goddamn British people come over. Sorry, British people. Okay, I get it. Krakow is a really great vacation spot. You can go there, Ryanair flight, nice and cheap. Okay, I get it. The other day I found an apartment for rent for 12k zloty per month. There's nothing that's worth it. You might as well just buy an apartment. Because the amount that you're paying for the loan will be cheaper than paying rent. And at least you'll own the apartment. There's apparently a slim resource in Spain. So people can't just move anywhere they want. Shit. I didn't know that. I mean, what I do know is that like prices for housing everywhere seems to be high, so it's really high in the US right now too. Houses that would have cost, you know, a few years ago 100,000 or even 150,000 now cost like 300, 400,000. Wild. It's unsustainable. And it's really negatively affecting millennials and Gen Z. What is a magma sword? You know, can we just imagine it, like in our imagination? Can we pretend that that is good enough? I didn't magically pick it up accidentally somewhere, right? No. My copium. Misudo Banzai. I might come back to this tomorrow. Like, I've literally been farming. It's 5:30 p.m. I might just have to come back to farming this sword tomorrow at this point. I'm an old school RuneScape player, okay? I deal with drop rates that are 1 out of 3,000 on bosses that take, you know, many minutes to kill. I don't mind this. This is a 1% drop rate. That is, if you told somebody playing old school RuneScape, hey, you have to kill this boss to get an item, and it's a 1 out of 100 drop rate, you're like, what? It's so easy to get. That's no problem at all. So, we'll get this. What if the sword has been removed? Well, then fuck me, I guess. It happens sometimes in DS2, a temporary bonus chest would permanently change loot once in a while. And never saw anyone complain about it. I mean, it's not like the Magma Sword is game. The thing about Elden Ring is you can beat the game with anything. So you don't need the Magma Sword. The Magma Sword is, I guess, something, if you get it, cool. If you want it, you might be able to get it. If you're trying to collect all the weapons in the game, you're gonna go dry on something, right? This is one of the things I'm going dry on. It would be really cool though if the drop buffs didn't reset when you fast traveled. I don't like that aspect. I was looking at Zillow is a popular website in the US for looking at homes for sale or for rent. I one time saw an entire church that was no longer being used. Literally an entire church. And the adjacent house were for sale for, I think, $200,000. It was either $200,000 or $300,000. You could buy an entire fucking church. We got it. Oh, we got it. Magma Blade. Let's fucking go. It's beautiful. Ooh, it sets them on fire. That's pretty cool. I can't do the weapon art though because I need 16 faith. Hold on. Oh, that's pretty cool, and I don't get hurt by that. Huh. Pretty sweet. Alright, let's finish up these curved swords and I'm gonna get the fuck home. The church and the building next to it is a bad roof, then you'd spend another 200k to keep the rain out. From what I saw, the church was in very good condition. And it's something that you could probably... It had like 9 rooms or something in it. You could buy that with multiple people, or even like a whole family. And have everybody move in there. How you doing, Frades, by the way? Good to see you. Roger, would you take $5 million, but once a week a gentleman comes over and punches you in the balls? For a year. Yeah, if it's $5 million, yeah, I would do it. I would do it. It would fucking suck, but I would do it. Okay, Nox Flowing Sword. Celia, Town of Sorcery, dropped by the Nox Swordstress and Nox Priest boss duo. I've never done that boss. Okay. Should be careful. Ball punching carries some. It does. That's true. It would fuck up my sperm. But I'm not having children anyway, so. I think the heating cost for the church is quite high. That's true. But you'd still get to own a whole church. I don't remember where it was. I think it was in No, I don't think I could say for sure what state it was in. No, I do plan kids, but I think the sperm don't live forever, right? I don't think I've ever fought this Knight's Cavalry. What'd I get? Ash of War Poison Moth Flight. Pretty cool. This proposal didn't say you were not allowed to have a protective cup under your pants. Install Cyberpenis 2077. What is this chat? Who is this? What's the bird? Has there always been a Deathrite bird here? Oh. I can't reach its head. Oop, oop. That did way more damage than I thought. Body produces fresh sperm every day, and your sperm supply gets replenished at least every 64 days. How do they know that it is exactly 64 days? Are they like looking in some man's balls? And like 63 days, no, I still seem to see some of the sperm from yesterday there. Or from 63 days ago. Most men it takes between 24 and 36 hours to replenish all the way after ejaculating and get back. What are you talking about? I lied when I said I was okay. I'm on a 10-year-old PC right now because 2 days ago, for some reason, I decided to spill a cup of coffee on my laptop. Shit. And it just fucked it over. Your sperm has legs. Probably a bunch of med students to track one sperm each. Wait, don't you have like trillions of sperm or something? How many sperm? How many sperm is in the average testicle? Several million per day. To 8 billion. I do not remember what I'm supposed to do in Celia. I'm also very surprised I never defeated some bosses that were here. Okay, we need to figure out what we do here. Towers. We have to do all three of them or something? I don't know what the damage is yet. I turned it upside down and opened the back, disconnected the battery. Now it's sitting next to a space heater until I'm 100% sure all the moisture is gone. That really sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. That's one of them. One over here. That we can probably only get to by jumping from... Or that's not one of them. Hold on, I think we gotta get up on these roofs. I'm surprised I didn't do this in my first playthrough, because I tried to do everything in my first playthrough. But that's just Elden Ring, isn't it? Gotta go now, dinner time? Yeah, take care, man. Don't worry, I won't be on for too much longer. I gotta just getting these last 2 blades and then I'm off. How many hours do you have in this? In this character, I have 130 hours almost. In the game? 170 hours in the game. Seal in town was broken. Okay, that seal is broken. I'm assuming the bosses are here, but they might not be. Don't break seals, they're endangered. Don't break seals. Actually, I don't think it is through here. This just gets you through the gate. No, this must be it. It's like here-ish. Just undead. Kinda rude. I did do Millicent. I've done all the NPC quests. This is my new game plus. This is my 5th playthrough on this account. So I have helped her.
Well, my flesh, it is a curse.
Damn, rip. Well, there's something down there. I've never... No, I've done this gate. I don't know. I've never done this boss. And I don't know where the boss is here. Because I don't have the weapon that drops from this boss. So there's some boss down here that I didn't do. I remember lighting these braziers. This is just a chest. Check under the tree. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I never did this boss. Interesting. Huh. Okay, cool. What's in here? Lusat's glintstone staff. Okay, well I would have had to come here eventually anyway for the staff, so 2 weapons down. Nice. Thank you for telling me that. If they ever implement the new optic cable tech, this would be rad. Yeah, but the download speed, at that point you would be limited by write speed of your drives. And probably software with Windows. That would be the new bottleneck. Wing of Astil. Found in a small chest at the top of the ruins in southern Ul Palace ruins. Can only be reached if you have access to the northern section of Ainsel River by following the river east from northern Ul Palace ruin. What the fuck? Okay. We're gonna get this one and then I'm done. Kentucky Fried Astil. I don't think I have done like any of the CO for stuff. Or is this over here? Oh, this is over here. How do we get to Nook Stella? I think you have to go through here, don't you? From the Grand Cloister. How the fuck do we get there again? I've only been there on my first playthrough. I don't think I went there on any other playthroughs. Access by way at the top of Rena's Rise after giving Ranai the Finger Slayer blade, or by taking a coffin in Deep Root Depths. That's probably the one we'll have to do. Deep Root Depths. Where is Deep Root Depths? Don't know where that is. Oh no. No, no, no. I know where this is. Yeah. Is that from Fake Moog? Is that? Okay, that might not be as bad as I thought. Get to that route and place. Yeah, I need to either go there or you can get there like behind here. There's a way you can jump, and then there's gargoyles here, and then you sleep in a coffin and you get transported. I'm pretty sure over to here. But I don't remember. I thought this takes you... Never mind. Maybe not. No, because this is how you get the Frenzied Flame ending, is behind Fake Moog. Einsel River's above. Yeah, I think Einsel River's above Lake of Rot. But I can't start here. I have to get up to the top of it. Another fake wall. Down here or somewhere else? Two fake walls in Moog's room. Okay, let me see. There's another fake wall here. I don't know, it doesn't look like it. Only way I can remember of getting to the Einsel River was through here, and then you fight the gargoyles. You have to get the Mimic Tear first. Which you get by here, and then you ride here, jump down, around, gargoyles, coffin. The Frenzied Flame room. Is it? Yeah, I mean, I can jump down there again. It's no problem. I'm pretty sure because I've already broken the floor here, I can just fall all the way down, but maybe not. Okay, we can. Oh, I already found this Grace too. There's also the Fingerprint Shield here if you didn't pick it up. I did the Frenzied Flame ending. I don't... Oh. Rune Arc. I can check if I have the Fingerprint Shield. I don't know if I do. What kind of shield is it? Oh, I do have it. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I ever found this entrance into the ant place. I don't remember liking the ant place, I'll put it that way. Oop. Maybe we should be a little bit more careful. Do. Okay, carefully. Fuck the ants. We don't need them. Grab the item. Miss the item. Grab the item. Grab the item. This is made of ass. Yeah, I fuck the ants. Okay, where do we go from here, though? To get to Einsil. It's a coffin at the end on the edge. Okay. This is one of the things that I miss really badly about the DLC is I felt like the DLC didn't have as many areas like this where you could like discover just these really awesome hidden locations. Buildings in this made for undead. Good question. And I mean, the base game was nice enough to give you underground maps for all this. I think the vistas were amazing, but the exploration on these sucks. Yeah, it was not good. The exploration was really bad. It felt like it lacked a lot of the depth and care, like this, like being able to go from one large hidden area to another large hidden area through use of a fucking coffin. I think that's cool. And there are multiple ways to get to Einsil. There are multiple ways to get to this. I love it. We chest up with smithing stones. Yeah, I get the reason that they did that. They're like, oh, we're gonna give new weapons, so let's give the players smithing stones so they can upgrade the new weapons. Except that it shits on the beautiful progression that the main game has with slowly increasing the quality of the smithing stones you get so that you can eventually reach max level. It works so well. Yeah, I remember coming here with little baby Branai, the inner simp. What if you give us Bellbarians, people who finished the game, building smithing stones? True. But that's if you have it in that playthrough, right? I was on New Game Plus 4 doing that shit. Okay, hold on, let's see. Where is this Wing of Astel? Top of the ruins in southern Ul Palace. So here. So follow it to the left. and we can't ride our horse. Oh yes, I remember. I remember this now. We can just move past him. And I think there's a way down here, but I could be wrong. We might have to go around. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, is it? Just distract him. Nah, thanks for the help, man. Appreciate it. Another way this game is laid out reminds me of Genshin Impact, but never tried Breath of the Wild, so I don't know why. I honestly like Genshin Impact's world design. I think it's good. I think the exploration is very rewarding. And a lot of the loot's the same, right? You loot one chest, you're like, okay, I get some things so I can do more pulls. But I do like the world design. It's a very pretty game. Should we go this way? Shit. That was up. Yeah. I like the puzzles especially. It was funny. That weird Sonic game copied a lot of them. Yeah, I like I really think Genshin Impact... One of my problems with Genshin Impact is that it's really fucking pay to play. Pay to win. You just do not get many pulls of characters unless you pay money. And the rates are really bad. This one I think you fight with range, right? I can lock onto him. Shit. a month or so, you can guarantee a useful character, but then you're playing it like a lifestyle, which isn't intended anyway. At that point, most people would rather play it pay to get something more. Yeah. Yeah, I've played other, like, gacha games, and I think that many of them are, honestly, much more fair. Even the Coomer game, Nikke, is way more fair with its drops. Wing of Astal, hell yeah. Okay, so we got all the curved swords. Awesome. Is there a grace around here that we can grab? Just in case. Gotta be one, right? Like maybe in here? There's a merchant. That could be useful. He might sell some weapons.
Is our custom well?
He does not. Sells armor though that I don't know if I own yet. Fuck it, I'll buy these two.
Stop. For your pillaging. No different than a plague. Oh, but I wanted.
This is my evil playthrough. Kill everyone. Destroy everything. It may be here in Grace. See one. Who are you? Oh no, they're all after me now. Okay, I'm sorry. That merchant must be wearing all the best gear in the game to be camping and toasting marshmallows in this game, yeah. Who does he think he is, Jesus? He was sitting behind a boss too, or like a mini boss. But he was just chilling. Oh, there's a grace over here, okay. Grab this one. Grab this one, and then unfortunately I gotta go. I've been on way too long today, 9 hours. I'm gonna go home and eat some food. Alright guys, that is it for me. Tomorrow we will do more of this after some work. And we will be getting some of the colossal curved blades, and depending on how long that takes, we'll move on to the next category of weapons. Oh, well, yeah, okay guys. Thank you so much for showing up today. Take care. I will see you tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your Wednesday. Bye-bye.